I think my gameplay was about 95 hours of gameplay at this point. But this is where I'm going to take a small break, or a decent break, from the B0atys Shores game. I sunk my teeth into it. I gave it a good go. I've done quite a lot, and I'm very happy with what I've achieved so far. I have the ability to create epic weapons, so whenever I want to have a new region's coming out, I can prepare for it by making myself a level 20 weapon straight away, and a level 0, instantly make the 20 as well, and just upgrade from a 0 to a 20, and I can use that forever, probably, which is really nice. And I'll just do long swords for that shit, so that's really, really good. Other than that, yeah, I think I'll just AFK the game in the background. I'll just do these jewelry things. I'll top them up a lot. So you will probably see B0atys Shores maybe every day for 5 minutes or so. But yes, I think my plan is I will AFK a 200 blacksmith cape because it looks freaking good, man. Do I lose a shitload of silver doing that AFK method? I do not know. I'll find that out the hard way probably later tonight by selling one and seeing if I make a profit, because I can sell the jewelry to someone just nearby. So that should be good. But yeah, anyways, I really do hope you've all enjoyed the B0atys Shores. Again, I didn't know how much time I was going to put into it. I wanted to play till Sunday. I played till Tuesday. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm really happy again. I've got all the foundations are created. A bit disappointed with how bad some of the quest requirements are, because I would have loved to have just completed all the quests before I went back to RuneScape, because I'm pretty sure that could be done. Can I give us an honest review after 100 hours? I don't mind the combat, but the combat doesn't really have much ceiling to it, so I can't see if they release bosses or demi-bosses in the future what I can really do, apart from prepare gear and spam potions. I wouldn't mind something that could make it a bit more skill-based. I'll make a video on all this, but I would love to see resources respawn roughly the minimum time it takes you to do a cycle. So an example is, if I make RuneScape, if you've ever 3-ticked granite, you'll know that when you're in cycle, the same tick that you can mine the new granite rock, it respawns. So you never have to wait, and you're just skilling. With this, when I mine iron, I have to wait about 5 or 6 seconds for the iron to respawn. It'd be so nice if the iron respawned the second I got back there, so I could keep the chain just going endlessly. So I'm never actually idling the game. I'm actually just playing the game. That would be really, really nice, because then I'm constantly doing something. I don't have to wait. I hate waiting. I hate AFK. Not a fan of any of that stuff. So yeah, combat I think could use some improvement, but again, earlier stages. Resources to respawn a bit faster would be nice. There are also some aspects where just buying stuff from the shop is always better than gathering it. An example is when I trained my blacksmith from 37 to 52, I mined my iron because it was efficient to do it, because I could deposit it in the thing from the quest, the spider quest. And that was great because I made money doing it then. But some of the other, like, secondaries, they're so far away from any bank, I don't think it's ever worth doing it, unfortunately. So you should just buy them for that level, which I think kind of sucks. Because, yeah, you got to avoid it. What else is there? Other than that, no, I really liked most of it. Again, with something like fishing, when I fish, let's say I'm in the Hope Port, if I'm fishing the eels, or, yeah, the eels by the bridge, if I catch 3 on one side, then I go to the other side, by the time I get back to the other side, they've already respawned. So I don't have to wait. Because right now, people are doing that to the puffer fish. But I just think it would be really, really nice if you could just constantly be skilling and not waiting. Waiting in a game, I don't think is good. And then potions in combat, I think they should instantly heal you. Because the amount... I only need to use a potion when I have bad RNG. And I need to heal urgently. And 90% of the time, I'll just die. Because it'll just hit the damage it needs. If I could insta-heal with an animation, that would be great. Because then I can use it to panic, heal, and keep the fight going a bit. Because right now... the combat in the game is genuinely just a fight to the death you can't retreat from, because the retreat spell, whatever it's called, the immunity, that takes 5 seconds to do it, and if you need to do it because you're losing, you'll probably die before it procs, so you have to choose early. So it is just a fight to the death whenever you hit kind of bad. Other than that, no, I just, as far as I'm aware, it was all great. There's a lot of AFK. Again, like I said, I don't like AFK. I would love something small I could do to speed up my rates by putting in a bit more effort, or then choose if I want to AFK for slightly less rates, because that would keep me more engaged. A lot of this game I thought was, instead of me playing it, I'm watching it. And obviously right now it's irrelevant because I'm doing an AFK thing. But like when I'm smelting the bars, I click it and I look away for like 20 seconds and then look back, blah, 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 repeat a million times. If there was something I could do that could speed that up slightly, that would be more engagement, and I would like that, because I have the option to do so, or I can just do the AFK if I wanted to. That's fine. So you can choose to do the slight better, or you can choose not to. What else is there? I think other than that, most things are fine. I like that the early game, you can buy your levels off the things, which is good. And I'm just looking at all the skills right now. No, I think they're all good. Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff that I think might be trash will be good later on in the game, and I'm not that far yet, you know? Like, if I'm killing high-level monsters, having a weapon that's more powerful to their weakness is probably worth it. But other than that, I am very, very confident that the two-handed sword is the best weapon in the game. Sorry, the long sword is the best weapon in the game. Other than that, I think sticking to fast weapons would be good. So basically, boaty wishes this game was RuneScape. No, the difference between that is in RuneScape, if I'm like, an example is, again, if I'm mining, I can do shooting stars for shit experience and watch myself do it, or AFK and not watch, or I can go and do 3-tick granite where I'm actually playing the game to do it and get the max experience rates. I prefer to go for the fast rates. I prefer to play the game and do inputs than to watch or do AFK stuff. But that's me. That's why I think there should be an option. The game already has AFK options for everything, basically. So if they added a slight tweak that allows you to put a bit of effort into it, that allows you to speed it up slightly, where it might be worth doing it, that's more like, it has to be worth it, of course, but that's choice, where I can decide, do I want to put in the extra effort? And for me, yes, I would like to, because I can switch back and forth. Best way to see that is I'm fishing in RuneScape, or I can suddenly start 3-ticking. But when I'm bored of 3-ticking, I can then just start AFK and fishing again, like bam, bam, back and forth, doesn't matter. That's a good way to put it, because then I have a choice to do it, and it should be good. Like a way if I could speed up carpenting because I put effort in, I would like to do that, so it should be alright. Right, anyways, other than that, brothers, I'll make a video later on all my thoughts, all my feedback. I'll probably put a tweet out that'll have a lot of stuff, but I put 100 hours into the game, so I think I have experienced quite a bit of it, and I could definitely give some feedback to certain areas. But other than that, there's a lot of stuff I think they've done really well. The region progression where it resets, I understand why they've done it. I think it's a decent idea. It's quite adventurous. I like how monsters scale up as you get higher level, so that you can have multiple people in the same area, given that MMO feel, rather than being so far ahead that you're in an area where there's no one. Because when I did my episode 5, I was there on like day 2 or something in episode 5, and there was like 2 people there, so it was dead. But then when I did merching recently, there was like 50 people. I kept running in, so it felt more MMO. Not that it matters, but yeah, there's no MMO stuff in the game right now, but again, it's early access. And I think as far as I'm aware, for an early access game, I think they smashed that out the park. I think the room for improvement is massive, but the foundation's really good. The game is, I'm happy I didn't find the game a pile of shit after 5 hours. I've managed to put 100 hours in. Although they got me good with the damn quest, it's fine. For new updates, episode 5, and anything that I think I need to do to have a character that's good. That's fine. It runs even if you're offline. Yeah, so the mechanics of the AFK thing is you leave it running overnight. So if I log in now, it'll tell me now what I've done. So I left it running for 20 seconds and I gained 18 experience, basically. But that means I can now leave this running for the next 1 year if I wanted to. I just have to retop my supplies up every now and then. So that is the plan.
Happy I sank about 100 hours into Brighter Shores since release to really get a feel for the game. We'll probably log in religiously for new episodes and potential worthwhile quests, while offline AFKing 200 blacksmith for the cape. My initial feedback treats the game as the alpha stage it is. 1. Game is very reclined. Sometimes it's more watching the game rather than playing it. I'm not a huge fan of idling or AFK in any game unless I am legitimately AFK or wanting to pay zero attention. 2. For a dev team of 9 people and an alpha release, I encountered maybe 2 bugs, which both have been already fixed. Etching and bone. 2 in all of the 4 episodes, which seems very solid. 3. Music and SFX are absolutely top tier. Combat doesn't have much room for a skill ceiling. It would be amazing if potions would instantly heal as well for situations where you're losing a battle rather than just committing to a deathmatch or dying mid-animation. I believe we will see more of this. Right now, it feels more prepare gear and spam potions and repeat until success. 5. It would be amazing if resources replenished by the time you returned, so you have no idle time. Eels in Hopeport, mining rocks, trees, some foraging, gatherer. 6. It is by far meta to just buy supplies rather than macro train skills unless their bank deposits are near. Mining T2 iron for 37 to 52 blacksmith was very enjoyable with the bank, but 52 onwards wasn't worth the time to mine. Mining ores for 37 to 52 was probably my favorite grind in my 100 hours. Would love more efficient macro skilling for the buyables, more spider bank spots. 7. Decent fan that monsters scale up so that a new player could be training alongside a veteran player with neither losing efficiency, unless packed area. 8. EP4 had some very annoyingly tedious steps put in for the sake of it, but I just got it done. 9. Some quest rewards were diabolical, LOL. Looking at you, Inheritance. 10. Their setting of skills is nice. As I know when Episode 5 launches, I can play at borderline equal pace to those who are committed without needing to backtrack a 100-hour grind to continue, currently. A bottom line about the game could be that if this was not a Gower game after RuneScape's success, I would never have played unless the reviews were incredible. The reviews for Brighter Shoes only just pushed positive recently. I will play more when new episodes release. I would have played more in the short term if there were more worthwhile quest rewards to obtain.